Welcome to section 17.4, Disruptions in the Immune System. Up to this point, we've looked at how immunity works when everything goes right. In this section, we'll see what happens when the immune system goes wrong, either by overreacting to harmless substances or by mistakenly attacking the body itself. By the end of this section, you should be able to describe hypersensitivity reactions and explain autoimmunity. We'll examine different types of immune misfires, ranging from allergies to serious autoimmune diseases. Hypersensitivity means the immune system responds inappropriately, either to harmless environmental substances or to self-antigens. Hypersensitivity can be immediate, delayed, or autoimmune in nature. These responses affect a large proportion of the population, showing how easily the immune system can get out of balance. Immediate hypersensitivity is what we commonly call an allergy. It happens when the body reacts rapidly, often within minutes, to harmless antigens like pollen, peanuts, or pet dander. This type of reaction is driven by a special class of antibody called IgE. Antibodies are proteins normally made to recognize and fight off pathogens. However, IgE is unique because it binds to mast cells and basophils, which are immune cells loaded with histamine. When allergens cross-link IgE on these cells, it triggers a sudden release of histamine and other chemicals. That release is what causes allergy symptoms. These symptoms can be mild, such as sneezing and itching, or severe and life-threatening, such as anaphylactic shock. About 20% of people in the US experience allergic reactions. Latex allergy is a well-known example. Delayed hypersensitivity reactions take longer to appear, usually 1 to 2 days after exposure. These are cell-mediated responses rather than antibody-driven. Examples include contact dermatitis from poison ivy, nickel in jewelry, or cosmetic ingredients. Another classic case is the tuberculosis skin test, which depends on this type of immune reaction. Autoimmunity is when the immune system mistakes the body's own cells for invaders. About 5% of the population is affected. Autoimmune reactions are a type of hypersensitivity against self-antigens. They can develop gradually, often triggered by a combination of genetics and environmental factors. This is the immune system's ultimate misfire, attacking its own team instead of invaders. Autoimmunity can arise through mechanisms such as molecular mimicry, where a pathogen's antigens resemble the body's own. For example, infection with Streptococcus pyogenes can lead to rheumatic fever, where antibodies mistakenly attack heart tissue. Both antibodies and T cells can be involved, and once the confusion starts, it can be difficult for the immune system to reset. Several diseases show how autoimmunity plays out in the body. Myasthenia gravis is where antibodies attack receptors on muscle cells, leading to muscle weakness. Systemic lupus erythematosus, or lupus, that occurs when autoantibodies target DNA and proteins, damaging multiple organs. Type 1 diabetes mellitus occurs when a destructive inflammatory T cell response destroys insulin producing pancreatic cells. These examples show how autoimmunity can affect different tissues and lead to chronic illness. Hypersensitivity describes immune overreactions. Immediate hypersensitivity involves rapid antibody-mediated allergies. Delayed hypersensitivity involves slower T cell responses, such as contact dermatitis or the TB test reactions. Autoimmunity occurs when the immune system attacks self antigens, leading to conditions like lupus, myasthenia gravis, and type 1 diabetes. Together, these disruptions highlight the fine line the immune system must walk between defense and self destruction.